It's sexy. We're across the Don. You can see it right there. There. Two Panzer divisions, a motorized division, and this poor infantry division that just got his butt handed to him by all those Russians. Okay? You'll also notice, if you look, the continual front or continuous front is all in place. It's not pretty, but it's in place. But I'm going to tell you what, the Germans racked up about 4 turns worth of victory points at the clip of about 25 per turn because of that crap. And it was a wash for the for the Don River thingy through here. The Germans racked up a bunch of points, but not anymore. And the continual front rule was pretty much a wash to both sides because they were both out of sorts. I still can't grasp the idea of how the Germans can break out and somebody's not going to have a continual front, because you're going to get your regular movement. You might get overruns, then you'll get combat, then you're going to get a mechanized move, which your cavalry and your motorized and mechanized units can move again. So somewhere along the line, unless you just move short distances, you're going to break that continual front. All right, that might be slowing down now as far as the north map goes. All right, but everything except for one hex I just noticed right here doesn't have a zone of control influence. So north map only. So they're good to the bottom of the north map. Okay, they're good. All right, yeah. So the continual front applies to the north map only. I've actually got it going on through the south for the Axis and the Axis minor powers. Tough for the Axis minor allies because they need a headquarters for supply, whereas all the Germans can trace to a supply source, which no problem considering the railhead is down here in Tikatoski or whatever that town's name is right there, okay? And it's looking like they're going to take all the coastal towns. And they're going to get Mykop, which is right here. So, I think I have all of the odd rules in play, except for the Hitler directive. I'm not using it. I'm going to say it again. I'm repeating this because I didn't start the video the first time, but, we cut the phone lines to the Wolf's Den. We disabled his airplane, and we told him Eva was cheating on him in Berlin, so he had to leave. So we're fighting this one without his instructions. We know what we got to do. Biggest victory point thing on this map is Stalingrad, right here, okay? I did have the Russians thick as fleas around here, but I had to shift some troops to cover the Don so they could stop losing those points. And now reinforcements are starting to come into the south map down here, but it just seems like every time I get 4 or 5 of them, they roll up in here trying to cover ground, and then the Germans just pummel them on the next turn. A lot of German units through this area right here, and they're going to push across. So what I'm thinking, or I foresee happening, with only 10 turns left in the game, is quite possibly this front doing this. I haven't looked at what the victory conditions are to win as the Axis. I just know what you get points for. So I got to do a little digging here to find out what it is the Germans need to accomplish to win. Or do I just play it to the end of the game and then figure out who won and who did? Just keep playing with my strategy. And yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to read the victory conditions. I'm just going to play the game right out to the end, and I'm going to figure out at the end who won by the victory points. I do know that if it's a 3-1 German, it's an automatic. It's, what do you call that? I don't know. The game's done. But I'm not so sure I see that happening because there's still a lot of victory locations on the map that need to be taken. However, not much going on north. I need to push on Stalingrad. We're starting to. The Russians are building up there. The Germans are just overrunning the south. They'll probably get a majority of the stuff down here. And I still don't know if that's going to be enough. But if it's one of these deals where whoever has the most points wins, well, okay. The odds are the Germans will probably win it under those circumstances. But I'm looking at Russian reinforcements, and they do have quite a bit. And the Germans have 2 more Panzer divisions that come on towards the end of the game. But other than that, everything is pretty much minor Axis allies and 1 German infantry division. So what you see on the board is pretty much what they got, except for they're going to get that last second surge of 2 Panzer divisions. And, if you move them by rail, you're burning up an entire rail movement for a turn just to move that 1 Panzer division. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of them. All right, so here we go. Drive on Stalingrad SPI. And keep in mind, we are playing the original rules. No errata to this that I'm using. I've confirmed that over the last couple turns. Some nice folks have pointed out some things to me that I could have been potentially missing. The only one that I'm not using that I'm not missing is the Hitler directive. So that one's, don't even consider it. It's not part of the game for me right now. I don't want him telling me what I need to do. I know what needs to be done. We're going to get after it. We're getting after it as fast as we can. I don't think I moved as far down here as I probably could have. I do think that the northern drive towards Stalingrad. See, we are in September to October, and I want to say the Germans were in here watching tick stuff. They were in this area in July, so I have not done as much damage as they have done. But I have cleared out everything behind them. All right, so drive on Stalingrad, SPI 1977. We are getting ready to start the 15th game turn. So like I said, we only got 10 left to do. Let's get this up so y'all can see what's going on. Give me your comments. Let me know if you see me missing anything, or tell me what you think about this. I'm getting a lot of good stuff about what people think about this game. Apparently this oldie was but goodie, and a lot of people liked it. All right, talk to y'all soon.